Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The LoDown. My name is Lo, aka NeroTheHero, and today on The LoDown, I'll be checking out Torchlight Frontiers. I tried launching this game earlier. This is the closed alpha number 3, by the way. I tried launching it earlier, and it was crashing almost immediately as soon as I launched it. So I looked into it a little bit, and it sounds like the culprit is RivaTuner. So hopefully that's what it is. So let's try this one more time. Let's boot this, and we will get into the game. Hopefully. All right. Looking good so far, I think. Oh, that's a good sign. Perfect. All right, that was it. So just for you, those of you out there who use RivaTuner, don't use RivaTuner if you're trying to play this, okay? So terms of service, let's see here. This is, I assume this is a standard terms of service for an alpha, or any game as a service, rather. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all can pause the video and read this if you want to. I'm just kind of skimming through it. And I'm bored, accept. Okay, welcome to Torchlight Frontiers. You're among the chosen few selected to participate in a very early alpha version of the game. Your feedback will help shape the overall direction as we continue to add new features and fine-tune its core mechanics. Please keep in mind that this is a very early version, so expect plenty of rough edges. That means bugs, you guys, so if we see some bugs, expect that. I'm actually going to be keeping track of everything I run into so I can relay it back to the devs, because, hey, that's how they squash bugs, is by, letting people know that they're there. Please share your thoughts via feedback button in the game or join our Discord community and chat with our players and the development team. That's cool. That's pretty neat that the developers are pretty open to feedback so far. Anyways, it'll remain to be seen because, some developers say that they're open to feedback and then, they listen to the feedback, but they don't necessarily act on it. But they link you directly to their Discord channel and just the email for feedback. And there's also a feedback button within the game. Anyways, thanks for embarking on this adventure with us. Continue. Oh, okay. So it looks like this is a Dusk Mage. What else do we have? Forged. So it looks like there's 2 classes right now. Dusk Mage and Forged. So I'm going to go, as cool as that robot looks, I'm going to go with the Dusk Mage because usually I go with like the tanky sort of like get in there and like rough everybody up sort of thing. But I'm going to go with the Mage this time. The Dusk Mage commands the power of light and dark to crush their enemies from afar. Okay, so this is very much a caster, a ranged type. Torchlight tends to do character classes a little bit in a unique way though, so we'll have to see. Before I do any of that though, I'm just really curious. I gotta check out these settings. Oh, looks like that's it. Wow, these are very light settings. Either way, this is an alpha, so very much, I'm not too surprised to see that. Anyways, let's select Dusk Mage. Skin tone. Let's see, what's closest to my skin tone? Probably that one. I always try to make the character resemble myself as much as possible in character creators because, yeah. Thoreau. Let's call you Nero instead because that's my name. Oh yes, I get a pet. That's one thing I like about Torchlight is the fact that they have pets. So there's that. So I have a white alpaca, a golden alpaca, a chocolate alpaca. Ooh, a little hooter. I can have a hooter with me. Red owl, golden owl, teal owl, golden retriever, chocolate retriever, silver. Oh, before they had like a panther kind of deal. So I'm gonna go with the hooter. I'm gonna go with golden hooter. Reginald. I'm gonna call you Hootie. Enter the world. Work in progress. They very much want to make sure that you know that. Ooh, is that the alchemist? Okay.
It has been a century since the Dark Alchemist drained the elemental guardians of their power, using it to crack open the clockwork core and unleash the Netherrealm. 4 great heroes ventured deep beneath our world to defeat
Those are the characters from Torchlight 2.
Seal the clockwork core using the heart of the dragon beast or dragon. But now, The heart surges toward the edge of destruction. Ordrak's spirit pumps through the veins of Novostraya and infests the ember within. The power of the Netherim threatens the world once more. An ancient evil reborn, reinvented. Now it is up to you. Face the challenges ahead and defeat the Netherim. Will you choose fame, fortune, or the future of the frontier?
I choose all three. Okay, cool. Ancient Evil Reborn. So, I mean, the storyline is not too unique as far as, like, games like this goes. It's like, oh, it's an ancient evil. It's looming, and you have to go defeat it. So, I mean, Diablo 2 was like that. Path of Exile was like that. I mean, this is like that. So, it works. So, I ain't complaining. Looks like I am connecting to the server now. Thanks for your help. I may need to pause the video at some point because I... Pardon me. Oh. You can bring it up by pressing H. Clicking up in the systems menu. Keybinds. Q is potion, I is inventory, M is map, Z is travel portal. Ah yes, mechanics. Each class had a mechanic. So the forge builds up heat, and he consumes the heat, uses vents, venting, so blah, blah, blah. Okay, increases the skill's effect. Dusk Mage, that's me. Mana, when full, use a skill of the opposite type to trigger a buff. Neat. Okay. Weapons. Each weapon type has a attack speed, damage type. Okay, this is all pretty standard stuff. So, oh, okay. Neat. So I'm just running around just the ship a little bit just to check, make sure everything's moving smoothly, because I was about to say earlier I actually have an SLI setup, and I usually just leave it on for most games just to see if it'll handle it. It looks like this game's handling it just fine. This is the Unreal 4 engine, so Unreal 4 engine has the capability to support SLI. It's just a matter of whether or not the developers want to do that. Hey guys, just real quick, I'm editing the video right now, and I just wanted to clarify something really quick. The SLI setup that I have, when I actually loaded up the game, I didn't know this at the time because Riva Tuner wasn't playing well with the title. However, it actually defaults to a single GPU. So yeah, that's all it was. It was pretty simple. Most games actually do that anyway, so I'm not sure why I didn't think of that to begin with, but I just wanted to clear that up and make sure there wasn't any confusion. I don't know if they're planning on having SLI support. Most likely not. It's not something that's really common with newer titles, unless they really specifically want to focus on that sort of thing. So if you do have an SLI setup or a multi-GPU setup, I don't know for 100% sure fact if this game supports it. Maybe there's a way to finagle it if you go in through the NVIDIA profile or the NVIDIA inspector rather. But at this point, I'm just going to leave it as is just because it runs just fine. So anyways, back to the video. Sorry for the confusion. So let's move over here. Talk to this guy.
Don't be shy. I'm house trained.
Fresh off the boat and itching for a scrape, eh? Well, you're looking in the right place. Them gobs are over running the outpost. Head up there and clear them out. Okay. Sure. I have a weapon, right? I don't know. Maybe. So... aha! That's my weapon. I just have a big old purple arm. That's cool. Neat. So that's my basic attack. Use dark spells to charge the light bar and light skills to charge the dark bar. Both of these bars border your mana resource. So that's those things right here. When a charge bar is full, use a skill on the opposite mana type to trigger a buff. The light buff significantly boosts mana regeneration for a short time, while the dark buff increases damage for a similar duration. Okay, so once the dark bar fills up, I use a light technique, and if the light bar fills up, I use a dark technique to activate it. That's cool. And we're walking, and we're running, actually. Oh, enemies! Okay. Combat animations seem pretty smooth so far. Oh, and that is my, okay, let's see what I have. So I have Holy Bolt. Directs a Holy Bolt at foes for 200 weapon damage. 200% weapon damage. Channel your magical energy into the item on your hand, extending spiritual energy that slashes. Oh, okay. So whatever item is in your hand, I guess that has like a sort of extension. So I don't think I have anything right now. Yeah, no weapon right now. So it's just like a little hand thingy. Cool. And just like in Torchlight 1, you can hold shift to sort of either rotate your character or just stand and attack. That is a cool looking attack. And you can zoom in. Nice. Okay. I mean, so far the game looks pretty good. Let's try this. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if that has some kind of punch through at some point if I level it up more. I guess we'll find out, huh? Ooh, a staff. Double staff. That was intentional. So let's equip that. Oh, can I not have that and a shield? Okay, can equip an offhand item while holding a two-handed weapon. Okay, so I can probably equip a sword at some point too, and it'll just kind of have this similar effect. I'm wondering if oh, okay, so when I have the staff, it just uses the staff to attack. I kind of want to unequip the staff because I like the way it looked. It also had better range, I think, too. Okay, cool. This looks like this guy's no slouch. What's this? Incombustible shield. Okay. Let's... Actually, you know what? Oh, rusty. That's what it was. A glove. Okay, so I'm going to unequip that, re-equip that, and equip this shield. Because I feel like defense is a little more important. For me. Right now. But we'll see. Thanks for mopping up those goblins. They're getting bolder. That was their third raid today. You must be here for the Frontiers program. Well, we're serious about supporting you hero types. You make a home out here in the Frontier and we'll be here for supplies and information. I've got a portal scroll somewhere here for you. Ah, yes. This will take you to your very own fort. Sergeant Clive should already be there. He'll introduce you to your fort, but when you come see me... Wait, but then you come see me if you want some work. Got it. Enter portal to your fort. So how... What was the...
You can't cast.
I can't cast? Oh, she casted a portal for me. So let's just hop in there. I'll probably cut out these loading screens because they're bogus. No point in having these in here.
Quest begun.
Ooh. So I have noticed a little bit of hitching here and there. I think it's just when enemies spawn in, but that's kind of a common thing with games like this, especially with Unreal Engine games. I've noticed when enemies spawn in, the game kind of pauses for like a quick second. So this is my fort, huh? Ooh, okay. So you get your own fort in this game. So that's neat. And I'm assuming that this expands over time. I really like this atmosphere so far. Ooh, there's even a drawbridge. I love drawbridges, you guys. I'm a nerd. Anyways, let's go talk to this guy up here with the exclamation point above his head. He's probably important. Yep, Sergeant Clive. State your business? You state your business. Sorry. Oh, great. Our mighty hero arrived. Oh, he's one of those. Here's your fort, such as it is. As per our agreement, according to the Frontiers Accord, this fort is yours to do with as you choose. You'll want to take my advice, though. You'll need a skills station to focus on improving your skills. You'll need to keep improving yourself to survive in the Frontiers. Spend gold and skill points to build a skill station. Press F to switch to fort edit mode. Press B to build. Okay. This is interesting. So it's kind of like the fort is kind of like your hometown, essentially. So, cool. Let's see. So F. What do I build and where do I build it? I wonder if I can move stuff later. I probably shouldn't think too hard on this. I have a video to get to. So let's hit B. Oh, these are like decorative things. This is what we want. Arcanum, unlock new desk mage skills. And that unlocks forge skills. So I'm gonna build one of those. Build. This will cost nothing. Cool. Okay, so then we place it. Neat. Okay, so this is cool. I'm excited already with this. So I just like building games. I like games that let you build stuff. That's kind of why I was so into Fortnite. I'm not sure what the front of this is. Maybe. You know what? I'm just going to put this. Actually, I'm going to put this here. I think that's the front of it. Hopefully I can move this and replace it if I need to. Okay, that's right. Neat. Okay, so then we go back. Now I walk over to this thing. Ooh, 50 skill points. And hit on that. Dark Spears. Summon shadowy spears to strike your foes for 50% weapon damage every second and slow enemies by 50%. Cool. Yeah, I got a skill, baby. Oh, okay, so it's an AoE move that does damage over time. And it's got a slow. I imagine the more you level it up, it'll increase the area of effect and duration, all that good stuff. I hope you got something useful from your skill station, because after this you're on your own. Keep honing your skills. You won't be able to help us defeat the NeroTheHero if you're dead. Make sure you actually use the skills you've learned, and you just might make it. This guy's not very confident in us, it doesn't sound like. We're probably not the first hero he's seen come along, so skills must be assigned in a skill slot. Press S to open up your skills. Okay. So I got my basic attack, the Holy Bolt, the Unholy Bolt. Oh, okay. So it looks like to me that there's going to be there's going to be like mirrored skills. So I have Holy Bolt, Unholy Bolt, so Dark Spears. I'm assuming my next skill is going to be Light Spears or something, or Holy Fury. Okay. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff to explore later on. So cool. Let's back out of that. And now what do? Talk to General Gray. Where are you, General Gray? Oh, General, where art thou? I can't go in there? I thought that was a fort. Maybe it's... Okay, that's a stash. Can I go out this way? And this is my map. Alrighty. I wonder if General Gray was that first person I talked to. I wasn't really paying attention to their name. This is a cool area, though. It's all like foresty and stuff. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked once again. Let's get back to the task at hand and talk to this general person. I'm assuming it's the person back at the area we just came from. NeroTheHero's fort. I love that. Imperial Outpost, my fort, my portal. Imperial Outpost? I'm assuming that's where we came from.
You have gained
Oh, a quest you say? Neat. Yep, that's her. Hey, hero. That's me. You were a big help in defending the outpost from goblins. We took the head raider captive, and it turns out he can actually talk. Yep. Yeah, cool. In fact, now that he's recovering, it's tough for him to shut up. He seems pretty eager to sell out the rest of his kind. If you're ready to make some coin, then make sure you're geared up for the fight. These goblins play with fire, so you'll need some fire-resistant armor. Here, you're gonna need this potion too. Go get everything on this list of gear, then meet me at the Den of Upheaval. Gear! We're gonna get geared up, y'all. Okay, so I'm assuming there's somebody around here nearby that sells gear. Okay. Chill out, buddy. I might not. Go to Wood's Edge, have 4 damage. Wood's Edge have 4 damage. Okay. So this is one of the public areas, it looks like, in the game. So there's going to be public areas, and I guess there's going to be sort of like instances. So I'm assuming it's going to be something similar to like Mapworks from Torchlight 2, which are basically just procedurally generated maps that you can just run through and plunder and all that good stuff. Okay. Find the waypoint in Wood's Edge. Cool. Okay. This is a pretty standard quest here, just getting you into the game. Take that. Let's try this. Yeah, it slows him down. Cool, cool. Who are you? Steadfast Dead. Oh, it's one of those things. Got it. Shrine of Energy. I don't need that right now. I'm assuming that's going to give me mana regeneration. Don't necessarily need that right now. Just started. Oh, hello there. Yeah. Nice. So as you can see, combat's pretty smooth. And this was developed on the Unreal 4 engine, which I did not know. Makes me wonder what the last Torchlight game was developed on. Oh ho! Goblin Forest level up. Oh, no you don't. Nice. Okay. Like I said earlier, I don't usually play as casters, so this is interesting for me. This is going to be some interesting new... I'm going to learn some things about playing casters and whatnot. Looks like there's some sort of green waypoint thingy. Oh, it must be this. Sandstone boulder. Oh, it's a mining thing. Cool. So I'm assuming I need this to build stuff. Probably stuff to put in my fort. Cool. Let me check something real quick. Options. Ah, video settings. Here we go. Resolution quality. Yep, everything's on high. High or very high. Like I said, I do see a little bit of hitching here and there, but I think that's just... Yeah, it's probably just the alphaness of the game. It's running pretty smoothly for the most part, so I don't think it's the SLI. I can't really tell because I can't have my my overlay right now, so I can't tell how much or if my GPUs are being utilized, or how much rather. So let's mine. I'm just picking this stuff up because I assume it'll come in handy later. Hello there, follow me. Oh, Hootie. I wonder if the different pets have different skills or anything like that, if they're just pretty... Oh, sent him to town on accident. That's not what I was trying to do. Is there a pet screen? Skills party. Yeah, I sent my pet to town for no reason, so he's probably just going to come back and be like, well, here I am. Thanks for sending me to town for no reason. Oh, we got rats. I wonder if these guys will just... These guys will probably just spawn indefinitely, I'm assuming. 3 skill points. Nice. Oh, the Den of Upheaval.
This time, there's no holding us back.
Oh, I guess I gotta do that. Gotta find this waypoint first. Just gave you a big old purple backhand is what it is. Just smacking you around. Neat. Okay. So find the waypoint. Let's see where this waypoint is. Hadouken! Hadouken! Let's pop a potion just in case these guys overwhelm me. Hadouken! Oh, we got some rangers here. I saw like little guy with a little blunderbuss type of weapon. That's cool. I think those just kind of fly out in random directions. So that's more of like something I fire into a crowd or something like that. From the looks of it. Like this. Okay. This looks like dark techniques inflict some kind of a fear on them. So that's cool. Got another shield. Can always sell that for loot. Take this. Ooh, a potion. I can use that. I can always use potions. So I'm not sure if they have implemented, waypoints. Waypoints are magical portals located in the center of each public area and passage. You can quickly travel between unlocked waypoints. Click waypoints to encounter and unlock them. So is this, oh, there we go. Use the waypoint to return to the Imperial Outpost. First, I'm going to kill these guys. Hadouken! Oh, whoops. Hadouken! Hadouken! Got him. Let's zoom in a little. Yeah, like I said, animations are smooth and... Okay, this is kind of cool. So I guess it's a way of damage reduction in a way. There is a chance for these dark attacks to proc fear, which makes them run in the opposite direction. That's handy. Imperial Outpost, let's return. I have completed a quest. And now I believe she told me to meet her at the thingy, which is the Den of Upheaval, I think it was called. Loading, loading, loading. The visual effects are really nice. From what I've seen so far, I like what I'm seeing, just as far as like a visual aesthetic. Torchlight has always kind of had this more of like a cartoony, softer sort of look. However, as you can see, they don't necessarily skip out on the blood or the jibs. I'm assuming there's going to be some degree of exploding corpses in this game too, so lots of opportunities for more jibs. Hadouken! Oh yeah. Combat is pretty satisfying, I must say. So let's go back to this den. Have 4 damage. I don't know what that means. I like this caster character. He's pretty neat. I'm not sure what that means, though. So I have... Oh, I get it. Mercenary sword. So if I equip this, that gives me 3.4 damage. Okay. So I think I just need to roll around here until I get... It's 3.4. I would like to get another one of those glove thingies, though. That's definitely for sure, because the glove attack looks really cool. Okay, let's see here. I got some pants. Fire resistance. Give me them pants. Alright, so I'm just gonna kill some more of these guys. Oh yeah, I don't have my range thing anymore. I don't like this very much. I'm gonna switch back to this. I got range, dude. I mean, look at that. Look how much more reach he has. I'll just keep using this, because the other thing was only like 0.4 increased damage, so. Haha, look at them all run. Check out all that loot. Cool. What's that? Ooh. Nice. This is exactly what I was looking for. Bazam. Ooh, that looks cool. It's a cool looking glove there. It's only got 2 fingers. Neat. So, yeah. So I guess they wanted me to be prepared. So that's why, that's what they meant by get some gear. Could use some more armor though. Looks like an enemy dropped something there. What's this? Insulated collar. More fire resistance, I imagine. Let's see. Oh, did that automatically equip? Yes, it did. That's a level 1 shield. I probably want to have a shield, right? Yeah. Oh, I think it unequipped that. Why did it unequip that? Who knows? Who cares? Let's go back. Okay. Performance-wise, this is performing surprisingly well for a game in alpha. Especially since I didn't deactivate my SLI, so... It's a rat! So let's see... Let's head back this way. I will go back in and try this with a single GPU just to make sure. Just to make sure. I'm going to complete this quest though.
Go on.
That's what I like to see, a fully kitted out Frontierlander. Why was that so hard for me to read? The Emperor wants all of you prepared to face the gobs. So they've authorized me to give you a relic weapon. Relic weapons grow stronger while you carry them in battle, even if you're not wielding them. As you become more attuned with your relic weapon, you will gain powerful abilities. This one is for you.
You've received a quest.
Cool. Ooh, Blood Drinker. Oh, snap. Ooh, that sword. Look at that damage, though. That's way more damage than this thing. I wonder if I can... Oh, wait. Can I switch weapons? Can I, like, quick swap my weapons? Oh, I see. It's not an actual weapon that you use. It looks like it's kind of like a... It acts more as an ability. Cool. Blood Drinker. I'm assuming that has some sort of lifesteal, so... I equipped it. It's cooling down right now, so we will have to see. Loading, loading, loading. Yep, did you see that? Usually that kind of thing happens when enemies spawn in. I think it's just an optimization thing more than anything else. Nothing to be concerned about. Take that. Considering this dude's a caster, he's like no pushover. I mean, these are like super early enemies, so there is that, but still. It's neat. I like when they do different things with casters to make them more interesting, you know? As opposed to just standing back and like just casting abilities, just flinging in spells at enemies and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, this guy is very much about flinging spells and things. It's just, it's done in a more interesting way for me. In a way that will make me actually want to play a caster, so. Hadouken! Hadouken! Ooh, mining resources. Tin. Get him, Hootie. I'm gonna pick up this loot because you can always sell loot. Oh, I think there was another. There we go. All right, so came from up there. Let's head down here. Uh-oh. Looks like we have a unique mob up ahead. Not sure where he is, but looks like mana recharges fairly quickly too, so that's nice. So I see a health bar. Where are you, good sir? Ooh, that would be a trap. I bet you, I'm sure walking under that will activate it. And I'm sure the skulls are there to let you know that. So I'm not going to mess around. Not me. Oh, another trap. Jiminy. There he is. See him down there? I'm coming for you, boy. Hadouken. It's a good long-range technique. I like that. I want to power that up some more. What is this thing? Oh, Shrine of Fire Defense. I can always use that. Good stuff. Treasure chest. Yes, that thing. I'm not sure what that stuff is, but I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Hadouken. Uh-oh. Should probably hang back just a little bit. Hadouken. Oh, out of mana again. Ooh. Chest armor. Can always use that. Come on, guy. Come on, caster versus caster. Yeah, well, same to you. Let's do this. Pop one of those. Nope, pop a heal. Or a potion, rather. Hadouken. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Oh, it is a weapon you use. That damage. Cool. Okay, so it's a weapon. It's a special weapon that's significantly more powerful, that grows in power over time, whether I'm using it or not, and it looks like there's a cooldown for it. Yeah. Oh, that's a lengthy cooldown too. Look at that. So you want to use that in a pinch, kind of like what I did. Yeah, so that boss is a little tough, but I mean, I think it was supposed to be. That wasn't supposed to be too tough though, so we were able to handle it. No worries. And they're coming for revenge. Okay, and now there's a waypoint to get the heck out of here. Right? That's what that is, isn't it? How do I enter? Oh, what's this? Gotta pick that up first. That reminds me. Armor. Ooh, hardened shield. Rare. I already got a rare, guys. That's a little more. Incombustible gloves. Okay, so that's armor. Sweet. Okay, so there is pet items. So I'll be able to equip my pet with stuff, so that's nice. Currency. Cool. There we go.
You have a new quest.
Ooh, a new quest, you say? What's that? Ooh. Open a portal to return directly to the Imperial Outpost. This can be used anywhere except in boss areas, hardcore dungeons, towns, and forts. Press Z to activate your town portal. First, I'm picking this up, because it's mine now. This is mine. It's mine. Okay, so it looks like the Ember Mage has this unique sort of weapon, which is called a Dignitas. which is cool, which allows you to use this attack, which is my bread and butter right now. So I'm going to do this, return to the Imperial Outpost real quick. Let's go.
Quest started.
Start a new quest, huh? What is my new quest? Tell me. Talk to Zaya. Talk to Thane's Snow. Who's a Zaya? Exclamation point. Let's look for the exclamation point. Oh, there you are. I remember seeing you from the trailer stuff. Oops. Just want to talk to you.
Tell me if you find any
If you'd wandered into the forest at night, you must have met the zombies. They clearly weren't goblins, so where did these people come from? There are records of a group of colonists that took shelter in a nearby cave, but we never heard from them again. If you bring me some of their clothing, I can confirm their origins. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Oh, I'm coming up on, actually, I just hit 40 minutes, so I'm actually going to call this a video here. I just wanted to get into this a little bit just to see how the game performs, how it plays, and it plays like a Torchlight game. It's pretty cool. So let's actually, I'm going to go back to my fort. Just kind of hang out here. It's going to wrap up my final thoughts. Just kind of go somewhere that's not a public area, you know? It's always nice to be able to come back to your fort and whatever, so you can build things and whatnot. I wonder if I can build anything right now. Let's see. Customize fort. Build. Arcanium. I already have one of those. It's a wardrobe. Ooh, a wardrobe. Alpha Hero of Dusk. Alpha Hero of Iron. Thank you for your participation in closed alpha test. Oh, cool. I wonder what this is. Requires 1 gold. Neat. I think it's, I'm honestly not sure what this does even. So let's see. Let's rotate. Where should I put this? Where's a good place for this? I'm going to put it here for now. I say that as if I know for a fact that I can move stuff around. Oh, looks like I can. Just gotta click on it. Nice, okay. I wonder what else I can build. Ooh, a Mapworks device. Craft maps that summon portals to random dungeons. This is what I was talking about. This is one of the bigger like features of Torchlight 2 that gave it so much replay value. And it was called the Mapworks. So it's basically randomly generated maps. You can jump in and just, you know, the enemies, I assume the enemies scale to your current level. So that's neat. Let's see, I wonder if I can even build one. Oh, that is really expensive. Look at that, 5,000 gold. I only have 100 or so. So that's definitely more something like further on into the game. Relic crafting and storage, that's neat. Yeah, so these things, okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what I thought. You have sandstone, rock, ash log. So you have different sort of materials that you use to craft these different things in your fort. Oh, this is really cool. Okay. Sorry, I'm a real stickler for like build your own fort and your own base and things like that. That's why I played so much Fortnite Save the World back in the day. I don't really play too much of it anymore just because it's not the game it used to be. But that aside... So before I get any more sidetracked, I'm going to see if this does anything. Oh, it's a wardrobe. Oh, I see. So I can make it a dude or a chick. I'll make it a chick because I love the ladies. Let's see here. So it looks like this is where I can store like a loadout. And if I can... Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just like, oh, I like this gear, so I'm going to store it under this statue. It's kind of like a mannequin, basically, in Skyrim. So you can just put all your gear on it, but with these, you can just swap all the gear just like that. So I can theoretically have multiples of these and just have different loadouts. Okay, yeah, this is really cool. Toggle stats. And it even tells you what the stats are. Nice. Yeah, they are definitely putting some work into this game. I am impressed. Anyways, so as I was saying, just to kind of wrap up my thoughts for real. So far, just it's a dungeon crawler. It's an action RPG, but it has some really neat features going for it. First of all, the art style, it looks phenomenal. I love it. I love the cartoony art style. Unreal Engine 4, it seems like that's just kind of like what the Unreal Engine 4 has become. It's just kind of become the cartoony game engine. Don't get me wrong, you can do photorealistic stuff too. And yeah, this is really neat. I'm going to be playing some more of this. I will probably be uploading just some more videos of just me as I progress further on, because this is kind of like early on, like boring stuff. This just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a primer, or more of an intro if you haven't heard of Torchlight before, or were like kind of wary about playing the game, or if you just were just kind of just over it just because hey, it's an online game now. It's an MMO, not for me. So yeah, I was a little bit concerned at first because I just was, because, you know, usually transferring over to a game as a service, there tends to be some sort of bumps in the road. But like I said, these are this game comes from people who I assume they know what they're doing. You know, it seems like they've built a pretty decent game already, mechanics wise. Well, the rest will remain to be seen, like what kind of monetization is in the game, things like that. Will you be able to buy power? If there's any sort of way to buy power, that will be a big red flag. But you know, I've spent less than an hour in the game, so that kind of stuff usually doesn't surface immediately. Sometimes it's right in your face immediately from the get-go. Other times, not so much. So I'm going to keep playing this a little bit more. I'm going to level up a little bit, get kitted out a bit more. I already have some pretty cool looking gear though. So, I mean, hey, that shield looks neat. And so does that claw thing, the Dignitus, whatever it's called. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here now, you guys. This has been an episode of the LoDown. Man, it kind of feels good to be back making videos. I need to make more videos. So yeah, until next time, you guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Do something heroic today. And always be in pursuit of something better in life, whether it be your games, just your general life, helping other people, that kind of stuff. Man, I'm so rusty at that sign out. I'm not even sure if that's what it is, but I don't care. I'm signing out now. This is NeroTheHero, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.